If you have a knee injury, joint problems, or are overweight, this exercise is a good choice. Goal: reduce stress on the knee and increase load on the quadriceps. A focus on the quadriceps near the knee. The purpose of this exercise position is to reduce stress on the knee while increasing the load on the quadriceps muscles. In simple terms, this position similar to sissy squat, a quadriceps isolation. By leaning against the wall and driving the knees forward, the greatest tension is placed on the lower part of the quadriceps near the knee, tendon loading. This exercise is very effective for strengthening the patellar tendon and improving knee joint flexibility at specific angles. Reduced glute involvement. Unlike a regular squat, this position minimizes the involvement of the glutes and hamstrings, placing the primary load on the thighs. This exercise makes your quadriceps work more and deeper, while keeping stress off your knees. When you do it, focus on the lower quads. The part of the quadriceps near the knee takes most of the load, and the deeper fibers get activated too. Strengthen the patellar tendon. It helps make the tendon in front of your knee stronger and lowers the risk of injuries like tendonitis. Keep your hips and lower back stable. Leaning on the wall keeps your pelvis and spine steady, so all the work goes to your quads and knees without straining your back. Safe movement mechanics. The knee angle and controlled load make this exercise suitable for people with weak knees or extra weight. Key points of these exercises: stronger knees and patellar tendon. Controlled positions make your tendon tougher and your knees more stable. Deep quad engagement. Middle and lower fibers of the front thigh take most of the load, helping power and stability. Isometric contraction and muscle pump. Muscles work without changing length. Blood gets trapped, helping growth and endurance. Overall effect. Muscles grow at challenging angles. Tendons get stronger, ready for heavy or sudden movements. Why we do these exercises? Eliminating muscle compensation as elation. When you lift one leg completely off the ground and place your hands on the wall, your body has no way to distribute the load. All the weight and force from pressing your hands on the wall goes directly to quadriceps and the knee tendon of the supporting leg. This means no other muscles can help take the load off the target joint. Active joint stability in this position, your ankle and knee have to engage the small surrounding muscles to maintain balance at a fixed angle. This significantly improves your joint stability. Anterior chain pre-activation, rotating your upper body and pressing your hands against the wall engages your core muscles and transfers force from the upper body to the lower body. This makes the quadriceps work in a functional, real-life movement pattern. Why are these exercises effective? Because with the band, the tension changes throughout the movement and forces the muscle to work harder. There are 2 key points. 1. Maximum tension at the hardest point of the muscle, unlike squats where the load is higher at the bottom. Here, the tension increases as you straighten your leg. That means the quadriceps has to produce maximum force in a position where it's usually weaker. That's why knee lockout becomes stronger. 2. Constant tension on the muscle. Because your heel is supported against the wall, you can't cheat or use momentum to lift your leg. So the quadriceps stays under tension through the entire movement. This helps recruit both slow twitch and fast twitch muscle fibers and improves knee stability. Why is this exercise effective? This exercise precisely activates the front thigh muscle, quadriceps, especially at the end of knee extension, making the knee more stable. 1. Precise activation of the front thigh muscle. This muscle helps stabilize the kneecap and lock the knee in full extension. It is often weak in many people, which can lead to pain or kneecap problems. Using a band in this movement forces the muscle to work at the final degrees of knee extension, where it is most active. 2. Helps hip stability and reduces lower back stress. Lying on your side keeps the spine in a neutral position. As a result, the quadriceps works without too much involvement from the lower back or glutes. This means full focus is on the target muscle, and there's no unnecessary stress on other joints. 3. Controlled and safe load on the knee. When the heel is supported against the wall, the leg pushes against a fixed surface. This reduces stress on the knee joint and loads the patellar tendon in a safe, controlled way. That's why this exercise is very effective for knee rehab, especially for people with anterior knee pain. These exercises activate the quadriceps, glutes, and core muscles in a safe and controlled manner, improving knee and hip stability. Why are these exercises effective? 1. Strengthening hip and core stability. Exercises eliminate extra stress on the lower back and hips, forcing the glutes and core muscles to keep the hips and knees stable. This increases dynamic stability and improves movement control. 2. Activation of the quadriceps and eccentric control. The quadriceps work against resistance during the return phase. This enhances muscular endurance and prevents knee wobbling during balance or stability positions. 3. Controlled load on the knee. The placement of the band around the ankles or between the ankles changes the level of challenge and load on the knee joint. A band around the ankles engages the glutes and core more, making the exercise more challenging. A band between the ankles applies less stress to the knee joint, making it safer for rehabilitation while still activating the quadriceps. 4. Improved muscular coordination. The exercise teaches the quadriceps and core muscles to work together, keeping the knee stable in static positions or during sudden movements. Summary: wall exercises with a mini loop band strengthen the quadriceps in a safe and controlled way, improve knee and hip stability, and help prevent knee wobbling or potential injuries.